We're here with my good friend, NickRagua of Foundation Cigars. I just like to say NickRagua. That's how you introduce yourself
I
to
love
me.
it.
What's funny is we met at IPCPR 10 years ago, right here in the city of New Orleans.
Wow.
10 years ago. The LY Wednesday was all you had.
Cow.
Small booth on the corner.
Holy cow.
That's how long I've been knowing you, my friend.
Wow.
So listen, man, I know that you have so many great products.
Unbelievable.
You sat down with us last year, but this year you got something intact and new. 2 things for PCA.
Yes.
Tell me about what you have going on.
We did a really special 10-year anniversario in the Salomon size, which is 7x58 Perfecto, which is one of my favorite sizes for specialty, celebratory. I just love the Perfectos for that kind of special occasion. So it's a special hybrid wrapper that we grow in Connecticut of Connecticut broadleaf and Connecticut Cuban seed, Havana seed. Brazilian Matafina binder, and then the fillers are from Esteli, Jalapa, and Condega. Very rich, full-bodied, full-flavored, but of course balanced. We did these in a 10-count box and also a 20-count collector's box, which I have to show you a little bit later.
Absolutely.
So we're hoping these head out by the end of the year. Fortunately, we had a fire in Nicaragua, so it's setting us back. So things are going to be a little bit tight for the next 3-5 months. So if you see Foundation on the shelves, grab them because they might get a little tough to find.
Right.
All right. So we have this. We also have the Lancero, which I don't think I told you about. And the Wise Man, we have the Lancero in the 7x40, 20-count boxes in the Maduro. And then we also have in the Corojo.
So 2 things real quick, not to cut you off.
Yes,
I
sir.
noticed that you put a little black on the labels. Is there a reason for that?
So for the special editions, so I'm going to do these in the black. So anything special edition for the Wise Man will come in black and then black bands. So you'll know they're kind of like special editions.
Gotcha. And what's even funnier is I thought the original LY Wednesday actually came in a Lancero.
So we did.
Okay.
Yeah. I always do Lancero because it's one of my grandfather's favorite sizes. So we did do the original in a Lancero and then also the Maduro and the Lancero. So there was a big call for them. I wanted to make sure we added them to the line. So hopefully these will be out in the fall. I have the honor of working with Pepin Garcia and the family on this line. So super excited for, just to have that relationship and to work with those guys. So hopefully fall time, these will come out.
Right. One thing I've always loved about your branding as well as your blends is, outside of you being a mad scientist, right, that you always pay homage to those in the past, right, those that laid the foundation. I truly appreciate that.
I wouldn't be here without it.
That's
right?
true.
For me, it always starts with the tobacco and the cigars. I don't want people to get it twisted, because sometimes I think people get too focused on the packaging. For me, the packaging is really just a reflection of the blend. How do I complement these blends that I'm making with something that's reflective of the quality of the blend? You see with the 10-year, this is St. George. For me, it's very symbolic for overcoming obstacles. And it's interesting because we find ourselves with an obstacle with this recent fire.
Absolutely.
But these are so many challenges as a business owner, especially in the cigar industry, fighting the FDA, all of these obstacles that need to be overcome. So I couldn't think of a better one of St. George slaying the dragon.
Right.
So then we have the event only. This is going to be only for found at Foundation events across the country. And you'll be able to find events on our event page on our website if you go to foundationcigars.com. Probably fall time, because again, we're a little bit delayed on these. I wanted to pay homage to the first cigar factory in Connecticut, which was founded in 1810 in Suffield, Connecticut. So it's called Primer Fabrica, the first factory, 1810. This is a 5 3/4 by 60 soft box press, Connecticut broadleaf. The broadleaf comes from Suffield, Connecticut. Suffield is one of the oldest growing regions in the country, especially for Connecticut broadleaf. I wanted to kind of recreate the time period also of the 1800s. A lot of people smoke Perfectos. Also, you see the band. It's kind of that older kind of classic,
yes.
period.
Yes, absolutely.
We use the imagery of Suffield's crest from the town. So these will be only for box purchases at events.
Okay.
And it would be for specific promo. So whatever brands we're highlighting for that event, these will be free with the purchase of a box.
And they come in a 3 count.
3 count, $60 value retail.
Okay.
So those will be a nice addition for those buying boxes.
Well, Nick, let me tell you, I can only imagine how successful PC has been for you. When you put out good stuff comes back to you, right?
We do our best, you know. We put a lot of hard work into the PCA, to the trade show, because it's the one time where all of our retailers come. So it's more than a trade show for us. It's really to show our love for the industry, for our products. Luckily, I got amazing people, you know, team and guys that come and volunteer their time to help out. And we try to show everybody our love for the industry.
Gotcha. Well, I'm looking forward to smoking all of these, brother. Yeah. And as always, thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you for all the support.
Absolutely. Thank you.